Good morning, class. Let us now proceed with the next chapter, which is all about antiderivatives or also known as integrals. Pero ano bang ibig sabihin, class, ng antiderivatives o yung tinatawag na integrals? Okay, let's take a look at the term antiderivatives. So pag sinabing antiderivatives, okay, from the word itself, anti and derivatives. So pag sinabing anti ang English term niyan ay opposite of. Opposite of. So meaning to say, so pag niliteral natin ang ibig sabihin ng antiderivatives, so ang ibig sabihin niyan, opposite of derivatives. So pag sinabing opposite derivatives, ano bang ibig sabihin ng opposite of derivatives? Okay, so let's have an illustration. Okay, given the function, here we have f of x, which is equal to, let's say, magbigay tayo ng function. Here we have 3x to the 4th plus 5. Okay? So let us differentiate this function. So this becomes f prime of x, which is equal to 12x cubed, and then plus derivative of a constant is equal to 0. So therefore, this is the derivative of f of x is equal to 3x to the 4th plus 5. So through differentiation, we find the derivative of that function f of x, which is 12x cubed. So yan ang derivatives. Ngayon, pag sinabing antiderivatives or integrals, from f of x is equal to, or f prime of x is equal to 12x cubed, we are just simply going back this process to the original function. So binabalik lang natin yan sa dati, going back to f of x equals 3x to the 4th plus 5. So ang tawag doon sa original function na yon, na kung saan natin binalik yung differentiated function, ay antiderivatives or integrals. So ang tawag doon, antiderivatives or integrals. Anyway, the process, class, of finding the antiderivatives of the functions, okay, like differentiation, which is the process of finding the derivatives of a function, ang tawag po doon ay antidifferentiation. Ang tawag doon ay anti-differentiation. So pag sinabing anti-differentiation, that is the process of finding the antiderivative of a function. Kung ang differentiation ay process ng paghahanap ng derivative of a function, ang antiderivative naman, ito yung process ng paghahanap ng antiderivative of a function. So ang tawag doon, anti-differentiation. Now, anti-differentiation is the opposite process of differentiation. Since ang antiderivative ay opposite ng derivatives, isipin niyo yung relation ng addition and subtraction, ng multiplication and division. Okay? So, forward, backward. So, ganun lang ang relasyon ng derivatives at antiderivatives. Okay. Like limits of a function and derivatives of a function, we also use notation on how we write antiderivatives or also known as integrals. And what is that notation? Ito po yung notation na sinasabi ko o binabanggit ko. So here's the notation on how we write the antiderivative or the integral. Okay? So here, so mapapansin nyo, okay, meron kayong symbol na siguro familiar sa inyo. At meron kayong mga symbol na siguro hindi pa familiar sa inyo. To start with, okay, let us introduce these symbols. Okay, here, this thing, class, is what we call integral. So, ang tawag dyan, integral. Ngayon, itong symbol na ito, ang tawag dyan, integral sign. Okay, may ibang term ang tawag dyan, class. Sa aming mga mathematicians, ang other term na tinatawag dyan ay bulate. So, ang tawag dyan, bulate. So, ang tawag namin dyan, bulate. So, bulate, integral sign. So, pag binabanggit namin ng salitang bulate, we are talking about here the integral sign. Okay? So, integral sign or bulate. Tapos, we have here f of x, which is also known as the integrand. So, ang tawag dyan, integrand. Again, integrand. Okay, f of x is what we call integrand. And d of x here, okay, indicates that the function f of x is differentiated with respect to x. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng dx. So these are the parts that you must be familiar with in writing the antiderivative notation. So ang basa dito, the integral of f of x dx. So ang tawag dyan, ang basa dyan is the integral of f of x dx.